was about to do the intro, but then like that just happened. Like, oh my, we were this close. It felt just like last year. It felt just like last year. Obviously, it was a different ending. Like Julius Randle traveled last year. He was very frustrated, kicking over chairs, and Julius Randle had bad moments. He had moments that he hurt us, but I thought Randle really did come to play. So I do want to give props to Julius Randle. I do. I thought he played his ass off. I thought he looked like last year. Last year, Julius Randle. My heart is broken though. My heart is broken from that game. It it really is. Those refs sucked, but as you could always say, the New York Knicks could have done things better. They could have played better in the third quarter, but the third quarter didn't even matter because we got back in the basketball game. Um, oh my gosh, and we couldn't even challenge that. That was clearly not a foul. We clearly didn't foul Kevin Durant. We clearly didn't, but we couldn't challenge it because we already challenged the like Tom Thibodeau didn't think it was a foul on Derrick Rose when it came to Kevin Durant missing that dunk. Like imagine if we had that challenge there, guys. Imagine. But Randall's technical foul, again, I gotta give props to Julius Randle. I gotta give him his flowers. I thought he started to drive to the basket more. I thought he started to not settle. But it's always up here. Like he's too good of a player for like he he lets people get in his head way too easy. Like he needs to be mentally stronger. He really does. He can't allow that to happen. Um, I guess a positive, the Knicks played with heart. Like we were down 16 points. We just collapsed in the third quarter. We freaking sucked in the third quarter. If you did not know RJ Barrett, I'm guessing he was very sick. Like there was already a big time question mark if he was going to play with an illness. Ended up exiting the game. He only played 9 minutes, um, I believe. And I was about to say Mitchell Robinson. Like Mitchell Robinson still played a good game. I thought just a stupid foul like that at the end of the game. I couldn't defend. At first, I was like, "That's clean." But they made a good point. Mitch Robinson, all he had to play was straight hands up fundamental defense. If they catch you reaching at the end of the game, they're going to call a foul. And only the New York Knicks. Kevin Durant doesn't hit the big time shot. James Harden doesn't hit the big time shot. Freaking James Johnson goes to the free throw line, takes 2 free throws. And you could say the Knicks scored too early, but it was an open look. What were we gonna do? Hesitate? Like imagine if we didn't get an open look after that. We need to start going to Fournier more. We have to start going to Burks more. I can't like I'm glad we didn't go to Julius Randle. It was a good defensive play. It was just Mitchell Robinson reached in. Just crazy. The refs were just I'm one of those people, you guys know I don't make excuses when it comes to the refs. I barely bring up the refs, but I really thought this was a one-sided game. Like calls the Nets were getting, we weren't getting. And I don't like to make excuses, but it was just the truth. Like before, James Harden wasn't getting those calls. He was getting the calls tonight. We could have played better in the third quarter. When Julius Randle wasn't settling, he ended up settling for a fadeaway. You could say we left some open shots out there. I thought the Knicks played. I thought they played their hearts out, though. I thought they controlled their own destiny. But the refs, you could say, stopped their destiny or they stopped the flow of the game at times. But that was a stupid foul on Mitch. I can't defend that. I really can't. But I'll say this. When we couldn't rebound the basketball, Tibbs wants Obi and Randall out there at the same time. Like there was a point we couldn't crash the glass, and they're not like a big team. They're not a very extremely tall team or anything like that. Um, I don't know. I'm not mad. I'm heartbroken. I'm heartbroken after this loss because we were close last year. We're close again and we fall short. And of course, Kevin Durant, he's not hitting any shots. We all know this though. Durant's clutch as hell. He's gonna hit big time shots down the stretch. Yeah. I'm shocked at how few minutes Obi and Grimes got. Plus, where was Sims? Yeah, we didn't see Sims. I actually thought that was smart not playing Sims. I thought Sims is too undisciplined of a player to be playing up against like these NBA veterans. At the end of the day, we lost. Tough to say that, but yeah, the refs were bad. When has it like it's always been a shameful third quarter? Like we've just been unacceptable in the third quarter. We just have been. Just bad. They had 25 free throw attempts. We had 12. Yeah, man. And Nerlens Noel. I'm not even trying to like hate Nerlens Noel. I can't stand seeing him out there. I can't. I can't. That might just be me. But someone I didn't really talk about, Alec Burks. Obviously, is not a true point guard, anything like that. I know he played some point guard in Utah at times. But I thought Alec Burks played well. He hit timely shots. He hit big time shots. Burks did better than I thought. Like we know Burks can score, but in my opinion, he was in better control than I thought. That might just be me. Yeah, Nerlens Noel is not healthy. I'm just not a big Nerlens Noel guy. Of just what he brings. Even when healthy, I understand he blocks shots, but that doesn't necessarily mean he's a good defender. Like sometimes he just has like terrible awareness, and we know he brings nothing offensively. But you're right, Luca. Though Nerlens Noel is not healthy, so we'll see when he's healthy. A bunch of guys like I didn't think RJ was going to play. He was questionable. Mitch Robinson didn't think he was going to play. Noel, Rose, they all ended up playing. Rose was huge. Just guys, let's just be thankful Rose is in New York, Nick. I know Thanksgiving passed, but I hope you guys all said on Thanksgiving you're thankful for Derrick Rose. Because that dude just gives us a spark all the time. He just looks great with Obi out there. The Knicks fought. We just got our hearts broken. Again. Well, Taj didn't play. Taj was out. But we also have to remember the Nets are the first seed in the Eastern Conference. But gosh, it would have felt so good. I love D Rose too, man. I might have to get a D Rose jersey. I don't even care if he's not here in a few years. Like, I need to get a D Rose jersey, man. We got to get one. I agree, Joshua. By the way, I appreciate you guys being here. Derrick Rose is just such a beast, bro. Like, it's crazy to think he's much improved from the first time we had him. Or maybe he was always, like, capable of this level. Actually, no, his outside shooting wasn't near, like, as good as it is now back when we had him the first time with, like, Porzingis, Melo. And we were running the triangle, so who freaking knows? Oh, my gosh. Oh. Yes, it could have been ours, S mode. Could have been ours. Yo, what's going on, Jeff? How you doing, man? I'm like, I wouldn't even say I'm mad. Like, well, I'm mad, but I'm more heartbroken than anything, bro. Because we come back from 16. It just like Durant struggling, but we all know he was gonna hit like some big shots at some point. And like that wasn't a foul on Mitch, but we have to recognize better. Like we have to be more aware in those situations. Like they're calling a close game, so that's kind of on the Knicks as well, or on Mitch. Like they know he knows they're calling a tight game, so play straight hands up fundamental defense. Show you're not making any contact. He didn't make contact, don't get me wrong, but when they can't see your hand, they're gonna call a foul, especially because they're at home. But were they? We play the Bulls Thursday. Yeah. I actually thought, dude, this team looks so good when we move the ball. It's frustrating when there's those isolations. I'm glad Randall didn't get the last shot, or not the last shot. We scored and there were 17 seconds left still. But we actually got an open quality look. It's just there was so much time left. Oh my gosh, imagine if we didn't foul. Oh my gosh. I know we still would have had to box out. But another shot no one talks about, or a shot no one's really going to talk about. James Johnson, like, we were playing great defense all up in their jersey. And I hate this. We played great defense for 23 seconds of the shot clock. but there's still 1 second left. And like that last second, we leave someone wide open, and we didn't close out hard enough on James Johnson. And I think those were his first points of the game when he made that three. Oh my! I thought we made solid adjustments on Harden though. But gosh, the calls he was getting, it looked like Rockets. James Harden. Yeah, Reggie Miller hates us, man. Who could blame him though? He killed us. Oh, Richard Jefferson. Yeah, he's a cornball. I'm proud of the fight. I'm proud of the fight. I said it was going to be a tough game. Am I the only one? Like, Randall played well. I'm not hating on Randall, but I can't stand when he lets his emotions get the best of him. I can't stand when he lets others get to him or lets the refs get to him. I can't stand it. I'm not saying that's a huge reason, like, we lost. Like, we ended up tying it, I believe. But, like, come on, Randall. You're too good for that. Like, some people think I hate Randall. Some people think I hate RJ. If you're a New York Knick, I want you to succeed. I know I put out a freaking hating tweet. Like, I'm done with RJ. I didn't say I'm done with RJ. I was just like, I don't care. He's trash. Because if you're playing like trash, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to say you're playing like trash. And if you're playing good, I'm going to give you your flowers. You mean like fragile mentally? Randall loves the game, but he got to control his emotions. Yeah, I remember when he was kicking the chairs after he traveled. Yeah, it won't change. If you're talking about that, did anyone notice this? This is another, again, the Knicks, they could have executed better. They should have never put themselves in that position, but you never know in basketball games. Like, it's going to come down to the wire. That play, you could say KD broke his ankles. You could say Julius slipped, whatever. KD double dribbled on that play. Did anyone see that? Watch that play back. Kevin Durant double dribbled. He double dribbled. Oh, obviously, yeah, we need a better first option than Julius Randle. I like Randle, but he's not a first option. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for bringing that up, Javier. I appreciate being here. There's no consistency when it comes to this offense, like creativity wise. There's no constant movement. There's no consistency when it comes to screens. The offense was bland, and that's one of the problems with Tibbs. There's just no constant movement in the offense. It's just so vanilla, man. I know this isn't like some like a offensive coordinator in the NFL, but you still need your guys is like um you need your guys moving, and like the Knicks weren't consistently moving at one point. Eventually, we adjusted, but we need that. But yeah, shout out to you being here, John. Or how are you doing, man? Yeah, Devin. I know you hate RJ. Um, oh my gosh. Jabroni says, appreciate you being here, man. Love your name. Yes, KD also carried the ball many times down the stretch. It is what it is. It's frustrating. It's frustrating though, man. We should have rebounded better. We should have closed out on that shot. Randall should have controlled his emotions. Yes, we could have done things better, but there were some things that were just out of our hands. Those calls were just bad. Whenever we would get momentum, stupid call. How about that play? It was clearly a foul, but how the hell does Kevin Durant miss that dunk? Imagine if we didn't challenge that though, because we did not foul KD. Rose and Mitch did not foul KD, and they would have overturned that maybe. But how does KD miss that dunk? Yeah, I don't blame you, Drew. Joshua says, one good takeaway from this game, the sideline reporter asked Harden if this felt like a Knicks home game, and he said, I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of Knicks fans here. That's funny, man. I love our fans, man. Knicks need a better first option. Oh, yeah, by the way, my boy Luke is in here. If he's still in here, make sure you sub up Big Blue in the Bronx. I do want to talk basketball with him. Again, like, I'm probably gonna buy a computer soon or a laptop soon because if you didn't know, I stream on my phone. That's why I put it down there. Like I can't bring anyone on because the audio is just so shit. That's why you see like technical difficulties in streams. It's what I'm rolling with. I'm in high school right now. I'm a senior. Yeah, man. I'm sorry, guys. Knicks need a better. Oh yeah, I read that. Does something. Yeah, I agree. Actually, Randall does a lot of good. He does a lot of bad. I agree, Scott. Am I going to cover that? No, but I'm definitely going to watch that. That should be a fantastic game. But if something crazy happens, I definitely am. And I'm kind of a nerd here. Like when it comes to like Scotty Barnes or like these rookies. Scotty Barnes making 4 or 5 threes the other night. His knock was like 3 pointers coming out of college. Scotty Barnes looks like a freaking stud. But if anything happens crazy, I might make a video on that because those are two of the best teams in basketball. Let's say this. Thank God we came back. Could you imagine if we didn't? Oh my God. Is it me or the Knicks? The Knicks play style, they look like they look bad and a solid team at the same time. Like they just play so ugly. The Knicks play so ugly, but it works at least sometimes this season. Not as consistent as last year, even though we've gone off to a better start this year than last year. We just have such an ugly play style. But we know freaking Tibbs loves that. Javier says Tibbs was yelling to pass more the ball, but I think they don't run offensive plays or pass the ball in scrimmages. Too many ISO scores and not many first-minded players. Yeah, I understand now why people wanted Lonzo. Like I understood. Like I just thought I was scared. Like Lonzo's offensive consistency wouldn't have helped. I still don't know how the fit would have been with Randall, but yeah, man, Lonzo's playing well. Yeah, I know it's annoying. It wasn't a foul, but if you're not showing your arm, they're just gonna assume it's a foul. Or if they don't see your hand, you got to play straight hands up front of middle defense. But yeah, it's frustrating, man. I appreciate being a Steelers Knicks fan. Oh, they don't really call carries anymore. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good, man. Yeah, Drew. They play like a team with way more potential than they play, but usually never live up to the potential. Yep. Thank you, actually. I really appreciate that. And I was actually gonna have a video out today. I might have it out tomorrow. I mentioned how I was gonna cover the Nets game tonight. So I might cut that part out. I don't know if you guys have seen the report though that the Knicks are gonna look to trade Kemba, or they're trying to get John. Hopefully, that's a fake report from Bleach Report that the Knicks are trying to trade Kemba Walker for John Wall. If that's true, I'm gonna be pissed. I have all my thoughts in a video that I'm gonna upload. Hopefully, that's a fake report. I think it is because it doesn't make sense. The salaries don't match. Like, how would that work? No way you're trading Fournier, Kemba. Like, why would you do that? The salaries don't match. Wouldn't it make no sense? Yeah, it's insane, Devin. I don't know what is up, Buzzer Beater. We're clearly heartbroken right now. Yeah, man, I would be pissed. Yeah, exactly. It makes no sense, Buzzer Beater. Makes no sense, dude. Buzzer Beater, if you want to like catch up on my thoughts and all that, like I talked about it like earlier, you could still ask me like my thoughts on some things in the game. Oh my gosh, jeez, that you can rewind. The Knicks have needed the Knicks have needed a point guard. Freaking oh my gosh, how long? Never seen the Knicks with a point guard, consistent one. Yeah, for clicks. Knicks for clicks. Exactly. Knicks for clicks. But I liked seeing Fournier started to get it going again. It's good to see Fournier playing decent lately. His defense is though sometimes very frustrating. I just wanted to beat the Nets, man. Like this felt like last year. We're so close. So close. That's a team I want to beat. Remember when I wanted to beat Philly so bad? The Nets are the next team. Like I want to beat the Nets, but they're the first seed. Like it's crazy. They have the drama with Kyrie, Harden, he's not the same player. They're saying like Blake Griffin completely out of the rotation, but they're still the first seed. That's what happens when you have Kevin Durant. Like Kevin Durant has an off night, steps up when it matters. Yeah, I agree, Ashley. I don't know. Is there really gonna be anyone like in free agency? Bradley Beal's happy. Like he ain't leaving Washington. They're winning now. Levine's happy. Like there's no guy anymore. So there's no one to go after, sadly. Like this cap space means nothing. Like you could have cap space, but if you don't spend it and if guys aren't available, like there's no point of having it. Or it means nothing. Is it? Is it Drew? Miles Bridges. I feel like the Hornets will pay him though. He's played very well. But like all-star level? I don't know. But yeah, he's played like a beast. But I feel like Miles Bridges, he's good. Like he'll improve our team, but he's kind of one of those mid-tier guys like a Randall. If you make him one of those like second, third option, like he's not gonna move the needle enough to compete. You know what I mean? Like the Knicks are stuck in a weird spot. I wanted Miles Turner, man. I like Miles Turner. Yeah, dude. Imagine if we took anyone else over Kevin Knox. I wanted Mikal Bridges, man. Oh, I would love Jaylen Brown. Oh my gosh, I would love Jaylen Brown. Um, like 80% of the games we play are teams below five. That's good, Drew. Thanks for letting me know that, man. Take a look at it after. Yeah, we do need a killer small forward. We need a point guard too. Like, oh my gosh. Unless you think Quickly's the guy. Whenever Quickly hits like a momentum changing three or just crazy three, it's awesome to watch. I'm not gonna disagree with you, Devin. I'm not. Because in order for you to be one of the top teams, you need one of the best players in basketball. You could have great chemistry. You could have the greatest coach. You could have a hard fighting team, like with the right mentality. But if you don't have talent, at least in today's NBA or in general, you're not going to go very far. He just needs to be better. I don't care what role he's in, Devin. I don't even think it's a difference because he played well at small forward position at the beginning of the season. He fell off. Like he's capable of playing. It's just he's not. He's not playing good. He's not. He has to be better. He has to be. This just hurt though, guys. Like, jeez, it hurt bad, 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 bad. And it hurt when I saw LaMarcus Aldridge hit a few mid-range shots because like that's just his bread and butter. I'm like, Obi, you got to get up on that, man. Let's see what Devin says here. Devin says, only way to win a ring if you don't have a top 10 player is you have four all-star caliber players like the '08 Celtics or five good players with insane defense like the '04 Pistons. But yeah, the NBA is not like that anymore. I feel like you can't do that anymore. But that may be a shitty take by me, but I don't think so. Like I don't think you can win like that anymore. I think IQ's almost ready. D Rose, Grimes, and McBride can be backup. Yeah, we saw like 2 seconds of Grimes. Like Grimes, Tibbs after he benched Grimes, we started to get things going. I'm not saying it was all on Grimes, but he made some type of adjustment. Oh, Clutch, I forgot to tell you I'm going to be on YouTube tomorrow hooping. Would you care if I shout it out on my channel? Go ahead, man. You can shout it out. Put the name of your channel because I believe links don't work unless you're a mod. I'll need to mod you at some point so you can put your link. But yeah, be free to put your channel name and make sure you subscribe to Drew or his friend. YouTube Hoop Realm. I'll make sure to sub to you. I'm not sure if I'm subbed. That's your first time telling me. I'll need to look at the upcoming schedule. Oh, wait, we play the Bulls next. Oh, my gosh. Whew. I hope so, man. We need a 2-game winning streak. I know we took two out of our last 3 when it came to wins before entering this game, but we need those. We're only 1 game over 500 right now. There's still plenty of games left in the season, though. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. Do you think Dame could help? Yeah, Dame could help. But what are you willing to give up? Is it worth it? That's the question. And how much does he improve the team? But at this point, I'm willing to give up RJ. Like in some picks for Dame. Would you guys do that? Or am I crazy right now? Wait, I wanted to bring something up to you, Devin. This team didn't go to the finals, but like it's so weird how like some players are named all-stars. Like if your team's just good, you know. Because you could say Draymond. I don't think Draymond's an all-star. I don't, but he's named an all-star. Um, remember when the Atlanta Hawks had 4 out of their 5 players in their starting lineup like make the All-Star team? I believe it was Jeff Teague, Kyle Korver, Paul Millsap, and Al Horford. DeMar Carroll didn't make it. Yeah, I said Kyle Korver. Like that team had great chemistry, but like were any of those guys like true all-stars? Like Horford is solid. He was good, but he's not like a superstar, like caliber player. That just popped up in my mind. But Devin says if you took the 4 worst all-stars on the all-star team, they could definitely compete for a championship like Randall, Jaylen Brown, Levine, and Chris Paul is championship contender. Randall, Jaylen Brown, Levine, and Chris Paul. Having Chris Paul, yeah, if you didn't have Chris Paul, that would be a disaster. But Chris Paul ties everything together. Because guys, could you imagine Randall, Jaylen Brown, and Levine playing together? Like I question the fit with the Bulls. It looks fine now. But Randall, Jaylen Brown, and Levine, that would be a weird fit. But Chris Paul ties everything together with his leadership and just being a great floor general. Yeah, maybe I'm crazy, Kareem. Maybe I'm crazy. RJ, Randall, and picks for Dame. But then Dame will have no help. Like you just can't give up RJ and Randall and picks because then you'll have no future, and you don't even improve your team. Like what's surrounding Dame unless you get someone in free agency. Who do you think is our best point guard on our team? Derrick Rose, no doubt about it. It's not even close. Yeah, Levine's a beast. Yeah, I think it's Derrick Rose. It's not even close. Ugh, dude, Cowboy X Factor, it hurts. It hurts, man. It hurts. It's heartbreaking, man. Yeah, our teams are frustrating us, man. How you doing, man? Devin says CP3 floor general, Levine, scoring machine, Brown, two-way player, Randall, playmaking score, and sometimes two-way. Wait, what are your wait, I want to know your stance on Randall, Devin, because I know you're not a big RJ guy. Like, do you like Randall? You just don't think he's a number 1 option? I agree, Javier. It just hurts. I wanted this win, man. I just wanted to beat them. But I knew it was gonna be tough. Like, at the end of the day, if you have Randall as your number 1 option, like I'm not even hating on Randall. It's just tough to beat KD. It is. Harden too. Burks did a very good. Yeah, I thought Burks played very well tonight. I was happy with the way Burks played. I'm I'm a big Burks guy. I really am. That's someone I'm happy we brought back. I'm very happy we brought back Burks. I want to know your guys' thoughts on Noel. Noel's not healthy, but I just want to know your guys' thoughts on him in general. I 100% agree with you, man. I won't cap this game I'm upset at. Same. I'm more heartbroken than like angry, but yeah, upset. But we actually fought hard, improved Burks, improved Burks is good, man. Yeah, I agree, man. How are you? You think we would have won in overtime? Or we would have had 3 seconds. We wouldn't have had a timeout though, so yeah, overtime. But I like it, man. But that hurt. Definitely hurt that foul. Just had to play straight hands up fundamental defense. The Mitch, of course, a Mitch foul. Mitch foul. Randall's a good second option, great third option, fantastic second option. If you got a guy, oh, I agree. If you get like a Luka Durant or Giannis, yeah, that's when Randall could be a second option. But you like Levine and like Randall, that's just not working. Um, see, Randall deserves some blame like throughout the season, but sometimes I wonder what would Randall look like in a more simplified or offense, or not simplified offense, just constant action and just not as vanilla. Like, what would he look like with a well-run offense? Giants did not frustrate you by beating the Eagles, but Daniel Jones got hurt again. Seriously, is Eli Manning? Eli Manning was a freaking beast. That man was an Iron Man. Like, Eli never got hurt, and when he did, he played. Yeah, Daniel Jones, he gets hurt a lot, man. He does. Just gotta hope to get a high draft pick. Yeah, he's out for a few weeks. Hope he has a speedy recovery, but as you guys know, or if you follow the Giants or the NFL at all, Daniel Jones ain't the long term guy. He's might be gone after this year, or we have him for another year. Yeah, he's a good guy. He's just not good. Noel's nice. Isn't he eating Taj's minutes? Taj is hurt right now. He has a groin injury. That tentacle and Mitch's foul. Randall up here, get his head in the game. Like, oh my gosh, reminded me so much of last year. I don't think he got a tech, but he just lets the frustrations get the best of him, and he's not playing good when he's frustrated. Like he had that stupid drive to the basket. It's like he just wants to go out there and prove himself instead of making the smart play when he gets in his head. I could see that, Drew. I think Sims has a lot of talent. Solid backup equals Noel. This team has fight, and it's super early still. We got that Hawks game, and this game showed it. Truly, Rose Burks and them boys will bounce back. We're fine, in my opinion, but I'm salty. I agree. I'm salty too. I am. I am. I'm so proud of it. This bench is amazing, though, guys. This second unit is just, oh my gosh. Who? Randall? Randall's frustrating, but yeah, he's kind of it's hard to replace him. He's still good, even though he does a lot of good. He does some bad, or a lot of bad sometimes, but he's still hard to replace. He's still a good player. Even if he's not a first option, it's still tough. Uh, and I thought when Randall wasn't settling, when he started to not settle, at the end he settled for a stupid fadeaway I didn't like when he should have just attacked the basket. Oh my gosh, yeah, you better win a championship with that team, Devin. Oh my gosh. Can Embiid stay healthy, though? That's a big thing. Well, that must be nice. At least you could like hide away your sadness of being a Knicks fan with being a Patriots fan. You guys have a rookie quarterback and you're winning. Only Bill Belichick does that shit. Only Bill Belichick. He's a freaking genius. Can we just give Tom Brady and Belichick credit? Like, why can't we do that? We have to say Belichick created Brady or Brady created Belichick. Like, they're both freaking beasts. Just accept it. Um, he has talent, Sims. He's just raw. Yo, what's going on, Hector? How you doing, man? I appreciate being here. I would have liked to see more Sims, but I didn't really think this was the game. Um, the Nets got veterans like an Aldridge. Um, like a Paul Millsap that probably would have got him in foul trouble. I just don't think he's disciplined enough to be playing right now, especially up against this squad. We were playing good D on Durant. He just hit a difficult shot when it mattered, man. That's Kevin Durant for you. Durant doesn't comb his hair. He doesn't put lotion on his legs. Like this man's literally a snake. Got like scales, bro. Probably wrong animal, but I don't care. Like he's just ridiculous. Starters: Dame, IQ, Obi, Fournier. Yeah, that team's trash. To be honest. Who's your second option? Freaking Fournier. I'm sorry, but that's bad. Yeah, we ain't win shit with that. Javier says I thought Knicks' loss was from that third quarter. Just oh my gosh, just awful, man. The third quarter's just awful. Durant and Harden run. Knicks made the comeback, but they got to do better closing that third quarter. I agree. I'm gonna have a video up on John Wall. Don't want him. I feel like the fit's a lot better. Kemba didn't fit this team. That's tough. Because I kind of feel like they're in the same tier, you know? So bonus plays more like in control. Randall kind of gives you more versatility, I guess. Randall gives you more stupid plays, but he gives you bigger plays, in my opinion. I don't. You could literally say anyone. I don't think like Sabonis, Randall. I don't think one player is like far ahead of the other, especially this season. Last year was Randall, obviously. Who Sims? Yeah, exactly. I completely agree. And I'm tough on Randall. Anyone would be mad there though. You're playing super tight D, and Durant just wore that shot, and just Durant being Durant's best score I've ever seen. Best score I've ever seen. Don't care. Yeah, Devin. It's easy to fall short. What's going on, Bray Pan? I hope you're doing well. It's easy to fall short when last year you have Kyrie, who's a great closer, Durant, a great closer. You could say we didn't have a closer last year. Don't have a closer this year. You could say maybe Fournier helps, maybe Burks. Or you could say Burks is our closer, but we don't have a superstar level like closer that could just like go off down the stretch. And this time, stupid foul. You could say a stupid fade away by Randall. Stupid technical foul. The refs are bad, but the Nets have closers. They step up when it matters. They don't get in their own heads. They're more mentally tough. Yeah, they are. Yeah, man. You could rewind. I talked about the refs. Yeah, the refs were bad. Don't get me wrong. There was a moment that we left James Johnson open for three. I thought that was a foul on Mitch. But the one when Durant was driving to the basket clearly wasn't a foul. Like that was clean defense by Mitch Robinson and Derrick Rose, but we didn't have our challenge, of course. Um, I still Durant. How the hell you missed that dunk? Like by that ticky tack foul on D Rose, but we didn't have that challenge there. And James Harden got his calls like after not getting them the majority of the year. I know the refs have been inconsistent with that, but yeah, these refs they're bad. The Knicks had to play better. The third quarter sucked. Randall picked up a technical, but the Knicks did their best. But the refs, yeah, they're bad, man. They're bad. Frustrating. Yeah, we got to move on, man. And he got to make this offense less vanilla, bro. They need to have constant movement. Oh, Kemba's completely. I don't know if you knew that. Kemba's completely out of the rotation. Kemba's done in New York. They're looking to trade him. But how you doing, man? I don't know if you knew that. Bulls are good. I wouldn't even be mad if we lose against them. Actually, I would because I'm a Knicks fan, but they're a good team. Kemba, he has arthritis. Like I heard them talk about that. He has arthritis in his knee. Like that's can't really do much about that. He's getting older. He can't break out the certain moves anymore. Like he had a whole offseason to rehab and everything. Like it's sad. Kemba's not the same player. And Kemba's one of my favorite players. He's from New York. Loved him on the Hornets. I love watching the UConn highlights. It's just sad reality. He's not the same. He's not even close. I don't like using the term wash, but he is. Not expecting the Patriots to do much in the postseason because rookie quarterbacks don't go far. Who knows? You have freaking Bill Belichick. Oh my! Imagine a Patriots Buccaneers Super Bowl. Oh my gosh, I would love that. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be boring quarterback play though. Like I love Tom Brady, but it's kind of boring at times. Got to play OB some minutes. Don't like how Tibbs have him on a short leash. Could barely see OB yelling back at Tibbs when pulled out. Oh yeah, I did see that, but he got into foul trouble when he had those 2 fouls early. I'm gonna have a video up on that. I would rant, but the salaries don't match. It wouldn't make sense. That's a bullshit report. I think trading Kemba for a wall would be the dumbest thing ever. The season just started. Gotta let Kemba play through. No, Kemba's done. He's completely out of the rotation. We're looking to trade him. Even if we don't, he's just done. He just hurts this team. Like I don't. Even if he breaks out of the slump, I don't think he'll get. He could break out of the slump, right? But he'll never get into a consistent offensive groove. And I'm not saying that's all his fault. When you have Randall on your team, that's not a shot at Randall. You're not going to consistently get into an offensive groove. You're not. And Kemba doesn't consistently move the ball. The fit's just bad. It's not all on him. The fit's just bad, and he plays no defense. He's undersized. Yeah, man. And he's young too. Yeah, I think my grandma has that too. Yo, White found. I feel like this man always trolling. By the way, sub up my man Triborough. Sub up my man Reg as well. They do great reviews when it comes to just a bunch of shit. They're awesome, man. They're awesome. Specifically music though. They have great taste in music. I need to pop in there more. But I got school going on, but I'll definitely tune in. I can't tune into the late streams. Are you guys going live tonight? Um Triborough. We have so few offensive plays. It reminds me of a pickup game at the West 4th Street court in the village. Trade Kemba to Reddish. Yeah, and I feel like, Leon Rose is getting no blame. Did he not think about so when he signed Kemba was kind of a low risk, high reward type of move though. We got him on a really cheap deal for being real. We just thought the Thunder bought him out and we're like, Kemba's an upgrade. Just turns out he's super washed. Um I guess they wanted to take on the risk. They did, but it's not really a high risk because his contract's cheap. That's the positive. But Leon Rose sat back like, oh yeah, we just got Fournier, we just got Kemba. Yeah, he's thinking of it like we got Curry and Klay Thompson. Or he's just thinking that they're such good offensive players that the offense is gonna be so good and it's gonna disguise the defense when it's not. Like I don't know. I feel like he deserves some blame. Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, I'll tune in. I'll tune in. Yeah, make sure you tune in to Reg tonight. REG on YouTube. You could drop the YouTube name in the comments at 11. PG. Who brought up? I would take freaking Paul George. We need a freaking star. Like we need a. Oh my gosh. Jeez. And only the New York Knicks would get Kemba. Let's add Kemba. It's sad to say. Let's add Kemba to the list of like players that were great that we got at the end of their career. Like let's add him to T Mac. Let's add him to Penny Hardaway when he barely played. Let's add him to the list. Let's add him. Let's add old ass Kenyon Martin. Just add him. Just we're gonna get LeBron when he's 60. We're gonna get LeBron when he's 60. Maybe Triborough. Who knows? But it's also like a type of league nowadays. If you have a really good player, you don't. There's no true point guard anymore. You could say though. Even though when I think of the point guard position, I think of Chris Paul. Notice how I almost said Chris Paul. Because notice how Randall brings up the ball, but like Brooks was our point guard tonight. Kemba, we had Kemba. Like it didn't even matter that we had Kemba. Randall brought up the ball anyway. Like at some point, we got to look towards the future and stop getting these guys for 2 years that are out of their prime. Like at some point, we got to look towards the future. Just take a point guard with every pick in the draft until we get it right. In every draft, take a point guard with every pick until we get it right. I don't even care. But I appreciate you guys being here. I don't even think it makes a difference. I don't. Uh, all right, Avery. Can you guys hear me or no? Type 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Oh wait, I can't drop the link. I'm on my phone right now. I forgot. Technical difficulties doesn't even work. Yeah, I can't. I forgot. I can't have anyone on. We'll talk after, Avery. But yeah, I appreciate you guys being here. Been live for 48 minutes. Very frustrating game. But if you're just tuning in and if you want to hear my thoughts, I talked a lot about it in like the first half of the stream. Bro, it's like last year. We almost had it, man. We almost had it. Yeah. And Paul George is playing great. And Paul George is playing great. I don't. That's just. The Knicks just want us to be pissed off. They just want us to be upset. Yeah, guys, if you have any more questions, I'll answer them real quick, and then I'm gonna head out. I really appreciate you guys. Like, I wanted to hear your guys' thoughts. I had a whole video planned out and everything, but I just love talking to you guys because I feel like this is a game that you guys had to vent. You know, like there's just certain games that I'm like, nope, no video, live stream because you guys need a vent. Reggie Jackson, Eric Bledsoe. I actually wouldn't mind Reggie Jackson. What do you mean? Avery Fournier was clutch. We just had a stupid foul. Bledsoe's trash. I'm not big on Bledsoe. I've never been a Bledsoe guy. Yeah, it make no sense. Why would the Clippers blow it up? I miss watching Kawhi. Yeah, sub up Devin, man. Yeah, if you can hear me. You guys are good though. I don't need everyone to type one or press one. I just need to see like a good just someone type one so I know you guys can hear me. Yeah, of course, Ashley. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna head out. I really appreciate you guys tuning in. You guys are absolutely amazing. Um, I really appreciate y'all. Make sure to sub up Reg. Make sure to sub up my man Drew if he wants to put the YouTube channel again in the comment section or in the chat comment section. Yeah, I'll probably have a video out tomorrow on the Kemba situation. Yeah, guys, just again, I appreciate your support. This channel wouldn't be possible without you guys. I never really said it to you guys, but I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. It's crazy. Like, Christmas is kind of soon already. Just happy holidays. Stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. And as always, have a humble day or night. Let's go Knicks. This ain't 2K, baby.